Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video and I'm actually working on something a little different here. I'm going to include a brochure for Dublin, and as you can see here, it's from St. Patrick's Cathedral, and I want to be able to fully open it up, or at least mostly open it up here. And on the back, it just has a list of services, no photography when the choir is present, blah blah stuff I don't really need. Now, in the gift shop there, I bought this lovely bookmark. I actually bought two. I'm going to use a different one later, I think. But I bought this one and I want to adhere it to the back. And I think what will probably happen is I may just remove the tassel part, put a rhinestone in there or a brad or something, and then have it lay flat. I'm trying to cut down on some bulk because this album's already going to be big. And so I need to keep it as flat as possible. And I don't know that I really need the tassel. So I think that's my plan. But then I have to find paper to cover up the back portion, which in theory shouldn't be that hard, but we'll see. And then I have to figure out where to put in the tabs. I'm thinking it will probably just be whatever paper I choose. I'll tuck it under there, adhere the paper over it, and this on top, and then you won't see it. You'll just see the ends sticking out. That's what I usually do. Sometimes I have actually glued some inside pages together and then tucked it in there if I didn't need them. But I really like everything that's on this one. I wouldn't want to cover up this. That's a great photo. And these are some famous things inside the cathedral. I don't want to cover up those either. And so I think it'll probably be that I will just tuck the tabs under the back here and then leave it be. So I have removed the tassel and I'm actually not going to get rid of it. I'm going to save it because who knows, I could maybe use that on some other craft project. It's quite pretty, so I will save that. And then this is the little tag that came off it. And it does say bookmark, so I don't know that I would use it somewhere else in the album, but I'm also going to save this because I think I may just do a miscellaneous like pocket of stuff later of just little odds and ends that I picked up, and maybe this will fit in there, who knows. So for now, I'm going to hang on to it, and I can always throw it later if I decide that I don't need it. All right, I have picked up my background paper here, and I've decided to go with this heathered pink type paper, and I chose it because I like how it brings out the soft pink in the flowers that are down here. Hopefully my camera is showing that, and I wanted to bring that out, so I have that. I did discover something though. This brochure is actually bigger than 6x8. So if I want it to turn nicely in the album and be pretty much the same size as this, I could leave it. I mean, it's not that far off. I could also trim it. I've already checked. There's nothing at the top or bottom that would get cut off. There's a nice margin there. So I have to decide what I want to do. The other thing to consider is that if I use it as is, you'll see white peeking out because this pink does not fully cover it. However, if I cut it down, it'll go end to end. Sorry. Apparently, one of my cats wants to help me on this project. As I was saying, this will go, or it won't go end to end unless I trim that brochure. So I need to think about that and see how I feel about it. And I need to remove this cat. Okay, I did decide that I wanted to cut down the brochure, and as you can see, it did not impact anything. It still looks good, so it's ready to go. And now the paper will match up to an end to end, which is what I would prefer. So now I just have to cut it down widthwise, and then I can figure out placement for the tabs. I've cut this down so I have the right width now, so that's awesome. It's ready to go. Then really all I do when I line up these tabs is I take an extra page protector that I have and line it up, and then I just figure out which holes I'm using. So obviously I want the middle, so I'm going to line it up with that middle hole, and then I just move out the brochure or map or whatever I have. I move it out a little bit just to make sure that I've got enough clearance when I turn it. So that's really all I do. If there's some other trick that you know when you do something like this, let me know. But that's how I make that work. And so then I'll just glue those down and then the paper will go on top. So I have my tabs attached, and now I'm just going to put this over the top. So just line it up so everything matches. There we go. I got a little white peeking out there. I may just trim that off rather than try to mess with it even more, because the rest of it looks good. And so it will go in the book like that, and then it still is able to be fully opened. Everybody can see everything they want to see, and it flips nicely in the book. All right, I have that all adhered. I did trim a little bit. I left this part up here, but I trimmed a little bit off the side just to make it look better. But otherwise, that's done. Obviously, I'm going to put this on here, but I want some embellishments kind of peeking out from there, I think. Or maybe they should be on this side. Since the tabs are over here, maybe they should be on that side just to balance it out. So I'm going to go through here and see if there's anything in there that I can use that matches, that will look good, and that will liven it up a little bit. And then I have to pick out what color I want for my little rhinestone up top. I found a couple of things here in these stickers. I like the pink and the green here. They would match, bring out some of the green there. And then I have the same kind of color scheme here on these larger tabs, plus these would allow me to stamp something. I also have some little words here in green, blue, little pink ones here too. Actually, there's one that says vacation. That might be okay, or travel's good for the soul. So I like that color scheme, so I can mix those up. I didn't really find anything in this pile that would work, but I still have some things that are in here. Not sure there's anything in there that would be appropriate. And then I have this pack as well that has some green and pink in it. So there might be elements there that would work as well. So I think what I need to do is actually adhere this side. I can leave this side up a little bit to tuck things under there, but I need to adhere this side so that then I can start seeing how the left side will look. And this is a thicker material, plus it's slick on the back. So I don't think regular mono adhesive is going to hold it, so I won't use this. I'm going to use red line tape, but I have to be absolutely sure of placement because this stuff sticks like mad. So once I put it down, it's highly unlikely I'll be able to get it back up again, so I better be sure I have it where I want it. I didn't find much in those other containers of miscellaneous stuff. So I am still looking at this because I like the pink flowers, that maybe I could have that sticking out somewhere just a little bit to mimic the flowers here. And then I have pulled out this container I have that's just miscellaneous type embellishment stuff. So I'm going to look through here and see if there's anything in there that might work with this. Like maybe that. It's a neutral. It's kind of gray. Stuff like that that I can just tuck in there randomly. Plus it'll help me use up some of this. I did find some things in that container, some stuff that I might be able to use. Not exactly sure how all that will come together. As you can see though, a lot of this was pink and blue, a little bit of gray. So I definitely need to work in some of the green that I have, or maybe some other green items like enamel dots or the stickers that I have, something. But at least I've got a pile of stuff to work with, and I'll start messing with how to put them together here. This is what I have so far. I just wanted to show you partially into the process here. This is not adhered, but I do like the look of it up there. And then I can just stamp a little something or write something in there. And then these are adhered. None of these are. I do like the way they look, but I just don't want to do it yet because I need to figure out what's going to go in between there. And I'm thinking something else gray, maybe, or perhaps layering some of these. I'm just not sure. So I'm still on the hunt for something that's going to fill that space. And if I find something, then I could adhere everything together and be happy with it. I pulled out another pack. It's similar to that container I had, except this one, everything in it has words on it. There's some kind of a phrase. Whereas the other ones, that container, are things that are all blank. No words. In there, I found this. Now, obviously, I'm not going to use the cute part, but I was wondering if I can tuck that in here like that. This does have a silver sheen to it, and then the outside's gold, but this is very silver and gray, and I kind of like that, how it offsets this. I would still use this up here, and then I think, where's my little green guy? This, I think I would just take off of there and probably overlap it here or here so that this isn't the only thing green up top, that there's something also near the bottom. I did add in the silver piece and the little green sticker, and I love it. I'm happy with this. So I'm going to cut off the edge here. And actually, I was thinking maybe I would stamp here. I don't think I will. I might just leave those blank, but I'll cut this off so it's right up to the edge there. That'll take care of that. Have to figure out what I want to do with this. But then I think I'm going to use my rhinestones here at the top, and I'm thinking green. Now the green I have is a lot lighter than, if I could get one here, there's one, than this green, but let's try it and see how it looks. So that's how it would look with the green. I kind of like it. I don't think I'd want pink because I've got a pink background and I already have pink here. I could go clear as well, but I think I'm going to stick with the green. I wasn't sure what to put up there, and I was having trouble because there were a couple here that were okay, but I wasn't in love with them. And I looked through a bunch of other stickers that I had too, and I didn't like any of those. Then I came across these, and I was thinking I would go green up there, but now I think I'm going to go gray. And it's very simple, but this one just says here and now, and I like that. I also thought about doing out and about or good stuff, but I think here and now, I don't know. I like it. It's live in the moment type of a thing, and I think that's good. I added the here and now sticker up there, and then I added one more. I did find on this sheet, after all, that it just said this, and this is coming after some things at St. Patrick's, so it'll already be obvious what it is. So I think that's perfect that it just says this, and I'm going to call this one done. So here's another one finished for Dublin. Thanks for watching.